Washle's already shown us how to make vinegar. Now we're going to learn how to use vinegar in the kitchen. And I just asked Janine, is there something that you can substitute vinegar for in the kitchen? You say anything citrusy,
yes,
you can use vinegar.
Yes, absolutely. Whenever a recipe calls for lemon juice or lime juice, maybe for a fish sauce or something like, for sauce over a fish, or to marinate with, you can substitute a vinegar or even use the flavored vinegars. A lot of people don't know how to use flavored vinegars like blueberry or mint or whatever. And instead of using citrus juices or the acid, because most ingredients have some sort of acidic or tart element in it, use a vinegar.
Okay. Now we're using a vinegar for a glaze for pork chops, and you say this is as easy as it gets.
Oh my goodness!
With rich flavor.
Yes, absolutely. I was just told a little bit ago that you can buy reduced balsamic vinegar, but in the time between the segments, I just reduced the balsamic vinegar.
Like
it takes 4 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've actually been having to add vinegar to it because it reduced so much.
That's all that's in here. Is
that's
balsamic
all that,
vinegar,
yes.
and it gets thick like a syrup.
Oh,
almost.
it is. Look how rich and thick that is. And then all we have to do, and I was going to let you do it, but I'm afraid this pan might be a little bit too hot, is just add a little salt and pepper to add some savory notes. So I've got some freshly ground pepper and some sea salt in here. We'll just pinch it in like that. And then I thought we'll just kind of give it an Italian flair because balsamic vinegar is a product of Italy. And I've got some freshly chopped rosemary. So that is it. And so you just stir it until the salt melts.
Wonderful.
And then you just drizzle it because it's very intense. You just do this fancy little drizzle and you look just as fancy as any restaurant in town.
And you don't need a lot for your pork chops,
oh,
just
goodness,
a little on top.
And these pork chops were seasoned, just kind of smear it on there like this. And these pork chops were seasoned with salt, pepper, and then I grilled them on the grill using a little bit of cherry wood. So it's all very complementary flavors. And this is really all. You can put as much as you want, maybe serve a little bit on the side if somebody would want a little bit more than that.
Now I think of vinegar as having a little bit of a bite to it. So you say that over here, instead of fish and chips, you've done chicken and chips, but you marinated the chicken in vinegar.
Yes, in the malt vinegar. Malt vinegar is the basis of beer. So with that twofold process of fermentation that we were talking about earlier, for a very brief period of time, it's a beer-like drink.
Right.
And then the bacteria go into effect and it becomes the vinegar. So I used this to marinate the chicken, and then I made a beer batter and put, and fried it up that way.
But you can also use vinegar in sweet recipes, which did not occur to me because, like I said, I think of it having a bite. But you've got it over here in caramel and in a chocolate sauce.
Yes, and we have a very traditional pioneer recipe, and it's a vinegar pie.
Now that does not sound good, but you say really it's a chess pie where somebody who is resourceful said, lemons cost too much, I'm going to use vinegar.
Yes, and cornmeal, I don't have any cornmeal, so I'm going to use flour.
Okay.
And so that created a vinegar pie. And it's white vinegar. White vinegar is actually made from corn.
Okay.
So, corn is everywhere, and so it's even in our white vinegar.
Interesting.
But balsamic vinegar is a vinegar that I love to play with, and of course apple cider vinegar is near and dear to my heart. And I thought, I wonder if I can make a caramel out of apple cider vinegar.
I'm going to try this because it
So this is the apple cider one.
I don't know.
And this is the balsamic
Which one do you like best?
It's a toss-up. You be the tiebreaker.
But these are both caramels.
Yes, they're both caramels. And look how that looks like it has chocolate in it. And all it has in it is my famous sour cream and balsamic vinegar.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, and sugar. And so
I'm just going to eat this. I just need a spoon.
It is really tasty.
It's really good.
And this is a balsamic-white chocolate sauce. And yes, and so you get the creaminess of the chocolate, and you have this little bit of a tang at the end of it.
I like that.
Yeah,
No,
it's really tasty.
That. So you've got these recipes. People can get them from you.
Absolutely.
All you have to do is go to our website, wdrb.com. We have a link there with Janine's email. You email her, she'll send you back a whole brochure of recipes so you can try the balsamic glaze, you can try the vinegar pie, or you can try some vinegar caramel, which is delicious, I promise. Thank you, Janine.
You're welcome.